The fan appreciation part 2 is here today, and again, we're trying to master these videos. So drop a comment down below, give me some suggestions. Today we are adding gameplay clips into these grading videos, as making these videos for content drops is my plan for Madden 25. So we'll be adding some gameplay to go with the cards we're explaining. But drop some comments down below, give me some suggestions, let me know how I can make these videos better. I read all the comments. Of course, though, if you are part of the 59% of people who watch the videos and are not subscribed, make sure the subscribe button, turn on those notifications. Any support that can be shown in June as a Madden creator is, of course, appreciated. Almost to 50K, we should hit it for Madden 25. But of course, appreciate you watching today's video, and let's just get right into it. Let's get started with Alex Smith. First things first, his release is Slinger 1. Here are some of his releases right here on the run. Short, deep, all that good stuff. Hopefully I'm showing you all these releases right now, and also some gameplay footage. But he's actually pretty good. I would say he's better than Warren Moon, which, you know, is a pretty big deal because Warren Moon's a really good QB option in this game. But you guys see his ability set that we have right now. We have Fearless free, Tactician free, Gunslinger free, Pass Lead for 2 AP, Roaming Deadeye for 0, Gutsy for 0, Gift Wrap for 0, and then Charge Up Angry Runs for 1 AP. He also is able to get Omaha as well, and Pro Reads too, which does ignore pressure. But with Fearless being free, and you not needing QB Playmaker, or you not needing Hot Route Master because it is just Master Tactician, like I'm not sure why they even gave him these if he didn't get Tactician for free. But yeah, just a very good card, I would say. For Alex Smith, the one drawback is his release. Slinger 1 is really good, one of my favorites in the game, but to me, if it's not Traditional 4, it can't be a 5-star in June, because Traditional 4 is just better than every other release in the game. On the run, it's beautiful. Short, it's beautiful. On deep passes is where it really sets itself apart. So I'm going to give Alex Smith 19 stars. 5 stars for the abilities. I really like his abilities a lot. Good setups. His build is really good. He moves well. The stats are really good. Physically 6'4", won't, you know, big body out there. He plays really good. Definitely a card I'm a fan of for sure. I do want to see what his price tag is right now. He's not up. Oh no, they may have just put him up. He's going for about 600K right now. It's honestly not a bad spot for him. It's honestly not terrible. It's not terrible at all for Alex Smith. I'm not upset by that. So Alex Smith, 19 stars on the grade. You know, do what you want with him. I think Brady's still better. Brady's still, to me, the perfect QB. Traditional 4, you know, perfect stats, gets all the X factors, 0 AP setups. It's amazing on Tom Brady. But Alex Smith is legit, man. This card's legit. Of course, the catalog is not yet updated. EA's been very slow with this. I mean, at this point of the year, maybe because they don't want people to see the abilities, the full abilities before buying a card. They want them to buy them in order to see them. I don't know why they're taking time with this. They usually to update this first, and so we can see the abilities, but right now they're not. Don't know why. But Dre Archer. We have Dre Archer. Okay, Dre Archer, you were not able to get until today. We're not going to spend too much time on this one, but just know, in a game with avalanches going at, like, pretty much most defenses have at least 3 or 4 of them. This is concerning. 78 carrying, also low weight, low height, meaning that he's not going to cover much ground with his juke animations. He does get charge X factors, and apparently all 32. They said that. I don't think Williams got all 32, but apparently Drew gets all 32. Evasive, really good abilities, good pass catcher out of the backfield. But all I'm saying is the carrying, the weight, and the build scares me. I'm going to give Dre Archer 14 stars, a C- grade. You know, he's pretty much carried by that X factor, charge up stuff, and good abilities. But the carrying, the build, I don't love the build. There are plenty of other guys that I'd rather have over Dre Archer in this game. Let's now talk the other LTD, and that is Jared Allen, okay? 96 speed, 99 acceleration, really good physicals. That's a clear 5-star for me on Jared Allen. The physical is huge. I think his weight's good, can play defensive tackle, can play an edge rusher position, which I really like. Stat-wise, again, he's great. Good COD, can turn that corner, good impact block. You know, the stats are good too. The stats I would probably go. The stats I'd go 5-2. Abilities though, this is where he does kind of miss, and that is he does not, again, get an Unstoppable Force as an ability, or a Colossus as an ability. He doesn't get that. Does still get really good ability, so we're going to go 4 stars there. And then for his animations, his traits are 1 of 3, so we do have to knock him down for that, meaning that he doesn't have as many animations in his bag to go to when it comes to pass rushing. Therefore, Jared Allen, we're going to go 17 out of 20 and a B rating for Jared Allen. as an LTD. Going for about 500k right now. Not a bad buy. Again, probably only going to go after this card if you have one of his theme teams, especially now that he lacks the X factor as the ability. And next man up is Reggie Wayne. This card, again, he's kind of like Marvin Harrison build-wise. He's a smaller receiver, does get good separation with the route tech, and I don't know if it also could have been like the route tech and maybe slot-o-matic stack. But here is discounted ability slots. Again, if you are using a tactician QB, you don't need playmaker. But pretty good abilities. I just wish that these cards were able to get the ability X factors. I think that is kind of what sets a lot of these cards behind. Not QB, because there's not many QBs that get the X factors as abilities, if any. I actually don't think. But Reggie Wayne, he got good separation, ran some good routes, good after the catch, gonna have the good juke animation. You match that with all the abilities he gets and the stats. Reggie Wayne to me is another 19 out of 20 star player. I'm gonna give him the A grade. Again, the only thing drawing him back is the lack of Yakum as an ability. It actually did hurt me in one of these clips that you're gonna see. It was like a 4th and long. I needed to convert, needed a broken tackle, and the charge wasn't up, so I wasn't able to break the tackle. If I had Marvin Harrison there, he probably breaks the tackle and gets me a first down there. And it's those small things in June that you have to look at. So I'm gonna give him 19 stars. Good option, cool card. 98, 99 speed. We're splitting hairs there. Doesn't really matter. It's gonna feel the same pretty much. But the card was able to beat press as well. He was pretty. I liked him. 95 release, only 2 for that. Even against some of the bottleneck options in the game right now, which is pretty good. But I like Reggie Wayne. Again, 19 out of 20 stars. And next up, we have right tackle Lincoln Kennedy. So this one's obviously, offensive lineman. They've been pretty expensive recently, and I mean, it makes sense. This one, his speed isn't great, but if you still have Combine, I guess you can boost that. I doubt people still have Combine, but if you do, there you go. But really good stats across the board as far as pass block, run block, impact block, all that good stuff. And again, we're gonna have to go over to the other, to the website to show off the abilities because they're not on the catalog right now. But the big one is the fact that he does get secure protector for free, nasty, streak identifier, and really any other 0 AP ability you want. Threat detector, they're still making us pay a premium for, which is it's a very good ability, so it makes sense. But Lincoln Kennedy, 20 stars, abilities are top tier, builds top tier, stats top tier. Animations for a lineman, we'll just give them 5 because they're all pretty much the same. They're all the same. They really are. The one knock would be the speed on this card. That's the one knock, and I'm expecting RPs, which we should be getting next week, to have really good speed. We saw that last year with the offensive linemen on RPs. They had really good speed. And speed on offensive linemen, to me, is an underrated stat, but I think he's still 20 stars when you have abilities this good. To me, it's just a no-brainer. Lincoln Kennedy, 20 stars, and one of the best right tackles in the game. We're just going to look at this one on mud.gg, and that is left tackle Joe Thomas, fully upgraded. He's beautiful, and I'm not going to spend too much time on this one, but he's pretty much Lincoln Kennedy on the other side. But this is the big one, right? I mean, the speed is huge. I'm going to give him actually 21 stars, give him an A++. I think he's perfect everywhere, and then you add the speed on top of it, it's beautiful. It is genuinely beautiful on this card. Joe Thomas, if you got Plexico, you got Ryan Clark, you can only upgrade 2 of the 3. I would make sure that one of them is Joe Thomas, because he will not be dethroned for the rest of the year at right tackle, or even if you don't have him playing right tackle, play him anywhere. It gets all 32 team chems, not to mention 5x team chems as well. So Joe Thomas, he might be a 22 out of 20 guy, an A+++ guy, because he gets the 5x chems for all 32, including 98 speed. I mean, he's probably the best fan appreciation card that came out. Like, he probably is. His card is stupidly good, insanely good. With his second upgrade of the year, we have Pat Tillman, 99 speed, 97 acceleration, 5'11", 204. So he's kind of gonna have to be carried by KOs, as he's not a crazy physical monster out there like a 6'3", 6'4" safety, which we know. But really good stats. Impact block, COD against the run, he'll be really nice. Even has a little bit of power move in his game, good block shake, good hit power, and does actually get secondary corners and free safety as well if you want to move him around. Of course, only Cardinals chemistries, and the Cardinals theme team, they've been kind of a silent riser towards the end of the year here. That's all I'm going to say about them. But as far as the abilities go for Pat Tillman, of course, all the just glitchy 0 AP stuff, charge up X factors. Again, though, what holds him back, you got to give him 4 stars for physical, because he's not, a big body, you know, he's not an optimal, overpowered height for a DB in June. And also, we're going to knock him down another star because he doesn't get universal coverage as an ability like Larry Wilson does, or even Avalanche as an ability, or anything like that. But abilities are still really good, so still 4 AP, which is, you know, he's a cool card. Really good deep zone, mid zone stuff. If you want to go deep zone, mid zone, reinforcement, that could be a good setup. But you obviously have a lot more too. You can go with like Enforcer, Film Study, even Acrobat, because why not? No outsiders inside. Like, he has some pretty cool setups. So Pat Tillman, I'm actually going to go 18 stars for him. A-, fun card. Good to see him get another upgrade this year. But those are my thoughts on Pat Tillman. Next man up is Troy Vincent. A couple red flags, or I guess one red flag, is only 91 jumping. That's just a slight problem. Even his juke move isn't great. I hate when I get a pick and I can't juke with the corner. It just pisses me off. But, you know, against the run, he's solid, good hit power, decent stats, all that stuff. But Troy Vincent, for physical, I think he's 5-star. I mean, he's a 6'1" cornerback. That's 200 pounds, which is big. But one thing about Troy that makes him very unique is he's literally, you see right here, we have the filters on him. He's the only DB in the game that gets under pressure. So if you're someone that blitzes corners off of the edge, then under pressure is a big deal to get. But the only thing that sucks is that everyone is fearless. So there's value in it, but there also isn't in a lot of the games that you play right now. So for Troy Vincent, oh man, we're going to go 5 stars physical. I think we're going to go 4 stars. Yeah, we're going to go 4 stars for the stats because he does lack some run support. I mean, it's not like it's June here. We're looking for guys that can, you know, maybe 90 plus hit power, at least 80 tackling, some slightly better block shed. So we're gonna go, we're gonna knock that down there as well for stats. For abilities, we're actually gonna keep it at 3. I'm gonna go 3 stars. He does not get bottleneck, does not get universal coverage. And these discounts aren't great, like no deep zone KO. Obviously, there is setups where you can make this guy pretty good. But comparing him to the guys that get bottleneck and the guys that get universal coverage abilities, he doesn't compare to those guys ability-wise. Even though the abilities are still really good, you know, that's the standard in June at this point. That is, it's weird to give him only 3 stars for abilities, but he does miss out. He does miss out. And I guess the under pressure is a cool thing. He's one of the only guys in the game that get it. But everyone has fearless, so it doesn't really matter. It really does not. So what we got right now for Troy, we're at 9 stars, 12 stars, and then 5 stars. So we're gonna give him 17 stars for Troy Vincent. Hopefully my math was right there. 17 stars, Troy Vincent. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about this one. I think he's a pretty unique card, but does lack in some instances. But again, let me know what you guys think. And a quick segment I plan on wrapping these videos up with is must-add cards. So let's talk about the must-add cards from today's drop. And I think there probably is only like 100% must-have. That to me is Joe Thomas. I think he's one that you definitely need of your 2 of 3 to upgrade Joe Thomas. I think he's the definition of a must-have. 100%. Anyone else, there's guys that are at least close to them. Maybe Lincoln Kennedy's another guy who's not, that there's really no one close to him at his position. Just kind of looking at it. Yeah, but like JC Latham's good and he's got good speed, so you can argue maybe for you that he'd be better. I think Joe Thomas, there's no debate. I think he's a must-add card, 100,000%.